Hey beauties, good afternoon to you beautiful people. Alright beautiful people, this is probably two different topics in one. Alright, I want to say sort of it's like a congratulatory comment I will be making or post to I have to call him the legendary Vybz Kartel. 1 million streams on Spotify for his song Fever. I saw it on the internet. All right. What really warmed my heart where he's concerned in this aspect is the fact that I don't know if he's still there, but he has gone to St. Vincent, and I saw him giving high commendations to the medical team there. And the reason why I'm very happy, my beautiful Jamaicans, but sad at the same time, is the fact that he kept the money in the Caribbean. He kept it in the Caribbean among our black people. He could have gone to the United States, possibly, maybe, especially on a medical situation. Maybe they will make exceptions to the rule if it's a medical issue. I don't know how the laws of the land goes as it relates to a medical situation, because remember, saving a life or saving lives takes precedence over the general laws, if you understand what I mean. So I don't know, as it relates to the jurisdiction and what protocols can be had. He could have possibly gone to the UK or other countries, because by and large, universally, the laws remain similar for certain crimes committed, whether stealing, killing, or whatever it is. You have a general, they may vary here, it may be a variation here or there, but universally they are the same. And he never had to go to St. Vincent. One of the reasons why I'm glad for that, because in terms of top 5 excellent leaders, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, Mr. I seen the short, stocky man, Oh God, his name just came to me, beautiful people. But anyway, you can look up the name of him. He's considered in the top 5, I think. Definitely in the top 10. If it's not top 5, he's definitely in the top 10 in terms of very good leader of a country. Gonzales, yes, something another Gonzales. I'm seeing his face sort of mixed with a little Indian thingy like and whatever. Stocky, big man, sort of elderly man. And I saw him dining with him and whatnot and so on, and giving high commendations to the medical team. He never had, I'm sure that based on bureaucracies and who you are in this world, he could have just gone somewhere else. There are a whole heap of countries in the world that would accept him. Remember that if he really is guilty of the crime, when you go to another jurisdiction, it's as though you never did anything wrong, sort of a situation. So you can't use the laws of land here to judge elsewhere and so on. And he went there and gave high commendations, because we feel like, say, a pure full medical people in the Caribbean or whatever it is. The sad part for me is the fact that he couldn't have done it here, because maybe we don't have the medical, I don't want to say necessarily knowledge, but just practicality, the wit, the medical facility and the medication and treatment here. It is not, maybe effective and efficient. And it is so sad when you think of, I don't know if this has been put in place. There is not a burn unit. I was told there's no burn unit here. The hospitals do not even have a burn ward. So when you see the people burn up, they have to go abroad. They have to go abroad. This country that has been considered the land of, not just land of wood and water, but in terms of a universal music with Bob Marley. When we think of the great and talented and gifted Usain Bolt and others, the Wailers, Third World Band, name them. I'm not going to necessarily call everybody that we are known, a little island, but powerful and Talawa. And yet, the fella had to go to another Caribbean island. I'm happy that it is in the Caribbean. I'm really happy, and he gave high commendations to them. I really am happy, but just sad at the same time that, in terms of your health, a significant area, because it's, if you don't have health, you have nothing really, Even if you have wealth, if you have health, your health take away the wealth. If you have bad health, maybe you could say bad health. Can I? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Ill health, right? Same thing, ill health. So I'm happy where that is concerned. All right, listen to me now, beautiful people. There's a characteristic in God that I don't think people understand. That is why he says his ways and his thoughts are higher than ours. One of the characteristics of God is that he gives us choices and volition. God doesn't force. Remember in the book of, was it Kings? Anyway, it's the example with Elijah. Sometimes I mix up him and Elisha. You know, Elisha is the one where the bears came up and it took the 42 boys. Elijah, I think it was. It's not Elijah, it's Elisha. People, just work with me. And it was when he was running from the whole Jezebel situation. And like he would go up into a mountain, an earthquake came, the fire came, or thunder, something like that came. And each of them, about 3 of them, it says, and God was not in it. You know where God was found? In the soft whisper that came. So the earthquake came, the this came, and the that came. And God was not in it. Like the end, because this is wherever God present himself, the enemy choke up himself there, you know. If God do this, in go so. Him come with this counterfeit. It's like him. Okay, when an eagle is around, you know what is a pet peeve of the eagle? What's an annoying thing that comes at the eagle? John Crow. That's why it's not good for them call you John Crow. Then they come like ticks way down in a dog ears and can't come out to carry your throat on the dog. You understand? Or the flea powder. So what the eagle has to do is to soar high. That is why when they say when they go low, you go high, because they can't come up there. The down state that they're at will keep them right low. So it's like they're going to be suffocating. They can't take that gravity. You understand me? They don't know good. They don't know how to have a good character because they were not taught, or their hearts have not been transformed because the soul is still corrupted. So that is why the eagle will soar, you know, into an altitude that only the eagle can go. They're a little flimsy bird and so can't go there. So you follow me? And so God, he was in the soft whisper, not in the earthquake, not in the, like you'd say, thunder. I don't remember the 3 of them. I did a video on it some time ago when I was looking directly at the Bible on it. All right? And I'm saying all of that to say this, beautiful people. Remember, Vybz Kartel is not the devil. Even if he has done the crime, there are people who are far worse than he is. You understand me? Even if he's not of God, he's still not the devil. There is some element of good in him. What I'm saying to you, beautiful people, he was locked away for 13 years. On the basis of his profession, and meaning what he uttered, he said he defecated in plastic bags, urinated in bottles. He didn't live obviously like he's at a 5-star hotel. So when he comes out, he will just, he's so happy and ecstatic that he wants to enjoy himself. I heard somebody talking about the champagne that he's drinking and promulgating, you know, maybe some champagne or wine or whatever he was drinking the day when he said, kiss me, baby. You understand me? The man was just so happy that himself just want taste. You know, when a man on death row and they say, what you want to eat? And he probably say, give me ice cream, Chinese food, this, that, and the third, because it's the last. And he probably had to be living his day as though it is last. That's how the Bible says we must live our lives. Give him a chance to breathe before you start to come at him and say, God say, God say, God say, God say. Give him a little chance to breathe. I'm not saying that God did not tell you, but sometimes you don't use wisdom. God can say something to me. There are times when God will say something. It's not a sort of a thing like Jonah to go to Nineveh right away, immediately. There are sometimes he will say something. He wants you to wait a moment. You realize when you're to go, there is sort of a prevention, and it's not based on the devil. You just know that, no, God, you feel it within your soul. No, this is not the time. But you know when the right time came. I can use the example of David. When David committed the act in terms of the adultery and then setting up the man to die, the murder, it was a year that he battled with it because God probably gave him an opportunity to confess and to, you know, confess his sin and try and do right, and whatever it is, you know, make it right. And then after that, Nathan, the prophet, came to him. After that, it was a year, I think he battled. He was in agony because he was a man of God and he could not feel good to know the sin that he committed and just living and laughing and going on and on. He couldn't take it anymore. It was driving him crazy. You understand me? So I'm saying that to say God can give you a message, but it's not now for you to go with it. The man, you understand, and I'm not talking about him supposed to live a life. Of course, I would want him to give his life to Jesus Christ at the right time when God draws him to him. But no bombard the man like that. At 13 years, someone, if I did someone, I'd probably reach a rum bar, and you probably never drink in your life. Just to say, let me taste how this thing tastes. How this thing tastes again. I'm saying all of that, people, relax. Pray for the fellow. Pray for him. Don't bombard him. Vybz Kartel have a word for you. Vybz Kartel. Some people genuinely do. I know that maybe 1 and 2 people do. But when you're on him, this one, you go here, so this one, why would I get so much word? Get a word for your life. Make your lives better. And if you're not right with Jesus, be right with him. Life already difficult. Just give the man a breather and pray for him. And then God will tell you when to go. Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.